to turn my heat off for a minute in the flower house to film a video, and then it's like snowing outside and it's just really cold. Anyways, I'm here because I want to tell you something. You know, I showed those pictures of my seeds that had germinated this morning, and I'm really happy with what they look like. But I just want to show you as we move into seed starting season and you start seeing all these seeds pop up on Instagram, and maybe you're trying to germinate seeds too and it's your first time and you're really not getting a lot of seeds that are germinating well. Just remember a few things, okay? Remember, seed starting is one big science experiment. We're not all germinating seeds in the same environment. Environment plays a big key. So here's a few things to troubleshoot if your seeds are not germinating well. So if you're starting seeds inside a house, that's basically what I'm in. I'm doing it in a house. I'm not in a greenhouse, I'm in a house. How warm is your environment? So right now it is 67 degrees in here in my flower house, and I actually think that's too cold. I really prefer my area to be like minimum 70. I really prefer 75, but that can be hard to do in here in the winter time. So having an environment that's too cold will affect germination. Also, having an environment that is low in humidity can affect germination. So you may need to put domes on top of your seeds to help create that humidity. How old are your seeds? Were they stored properly? So if you're trying to germinate seeds that are really old and stored improperly, it may not work out quite so well for you. Were you using a heat mat to germinate these seeds? I really think that heat mats are important to germinate seeds, to give them some extra warmth. Also, when you were sowing your seeds on your cute little blocks or inside of your trays, were you sowing them correctly? Some seeds really like light to germinate. Like, for example, well, you guys can't see this. These are Lisianthus right here, and these are snapdragons. Both of these two need light to germinate, so I set them on top of the block. Whereas if I would have pushed these seeds down in the block I just messed up my block. Whoops. If I would have pushed them down in the block and they were in total darkness, well, we'd have some germination issues. So to recap, things that affect seed germination. How warm is your space? How humid is the space that the seed was germinated in? Did you plant the seeds correctly? Were your seeds fresh enough or stored properly? Those are things that can affect seed germination. It's my 5th year doing this. I am still learning so much. Like, for example, I'm reminded this year why I don't want to buy a mixed packet of seedlings, because trying to germinate a mixed packet of seedlings is so annoying because the different colors will germinate at different rates, and so that affects things. And so I'm like, Kara, unless I'm direct sowing them, I'm not buying a mixed seed packet for soil blocking.